1 million flee their homes. More than 300,000 homes are blacked out. Typhoon Chan-Hom marched across southeast China and it left its muddy footprints. The storm brought battering winds and heavy rain. CCTV's Jim Spellman has been tracking the storm's progress. He joins me now. And Jim, how does the situation look for the people there?
So far, okay. A little bit better than it potentially could have been. But look, this is the biggest typhoon to hit the greater Shanghai region in 35 years. Authorities think the economic cost of the storm could be over $300 million. As Typhoon Chan-Hom bore down on eastern China, authorities in Shanghai got ready.
We activated our contingency plan according to the forecast and opened pumping stations to reduce water levels.
Over 1 million people were evacuated from coastal regions. Many of them ended up at inland shelters like this one.
I'm here with my aunt. It's much safer here, so I'm not afraid now.
69-year-old Chen Xingdi volunteered to help feed evacuees.
Besides what we have here, we are still cooking more porridge to satisfy them. We didn't know there would be so many people, more than 100 people. Since we realized we're cooking more porridge again.
Outside, the winds gusted above 150 kilometers per hour as the storm made landfall in Zhejiang City at 4:40 in the afternoon Saturday, bringing heavy rains, minor landslides, and flooding. Hundreds of flights and trains were canceled and ships were called back to port to ride out the storm. Fortunately, no casualties or serious injuries to report at this time. The storm's now weakening and moving northeast away from land and into the East China Sea. Susan, the sun is up now. Rescue teams will be getting in there, going through these neighborhoods to make sure that there are no serious injuries that they need to deal with. They're going to try to make sure that everything is safe. Electricity is back on, water is back on before people can get back into their homes.
So can we say at this point, Jim, if the threat's even over, or is it too soon to say?
For the areas around landfall, the threat is probably over, but north up the Chinese coast, that's where there's still a threat of flooding and storm surge. Even though the storm is moving away from land, it spins like this. That means that it's shooting water back against the Chinese coast. We expect its next landfall to be sometime Monday on the Korean Peninsula.